In the headlines, APC presidential primary set to hold as President Buhari meets with advisory council. Condemnation trail or war attack as Tinubu pays condolence visits. Gunmen abduct mother of top Kano politician. And away from Nigeria, UK set to send Kyiv longer-range missiles after Putin warning. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I'm Dashan Husseina Usman. We begin with politics. President Muhammadu Buhari has continued with consultations that would cut down the number of presidential aspirants ahead of the party's special national convention on Tuesday. The president met Sunday night with members of the National Advisory Council of the APC at State House, Abuja. He expressed confidence that the ruling party was on its way to winning its third straight victory since 2015. Kehinde Amodu reports.
It's the third nocturnal meeting in as many days, showing that the stakes are high in this last gasp race towards the ruling party's presidential primaries on Tuesday. Though the president is sounding confident, the signs for the ruling party are not good. Given the level of acrimony in the run-up, it is doubtful that the party will go into the primaries as one house. The president is quite clear on this.
My charge and appeal to you, all of you, therefore, is to reach out to your various spheres of influence to actively promote the spirit of consultation and consensus building so that a formidable candidate for the 2023 presidential elections would emerge from the convention. Our citizens do not expect less from us.
The APC leadership recognizes the need to intensify consultations so as to reduce the number of aspirants ahead of the convention. But it is easier said than done.
In the circumstances, in order to prevent any post-convention acrimonies and also reduce noticeable anxiety among members on the possible outcome of the process, the party leadership has recommended the intensification of consultation and consensus building to reduce the number of aspirants as we approach the convention, which commences tomorrow, the 6th of June 2022.
Members of the Advisory Council are unanimous that with hard work and a united front, the APC will win the 2023 presidential polls. But who will step down for who? It seems the ruling party has run out of time, unless it can pull a rabbit out of the hat before Tuesday. Kehinde Amodu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
People's Redemption Party has announced the results of its primary elections held on Sunday at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja, with Kola Abiola emerging winner. Announcing the results, the national chairman of the PRP, Falalu Bello, said Abiola won landslide, having polled 2,097 to defeat his closest challenger, Usman Bugaje, who scored 813. Patience Ndidi and Agboluga Mosugu trailed the duo with 329 and 263 votes, respectively. Bello said the PRP did its primaries differently because it wanted to take the process nearer to the people. He said the primaries of the party were held in the states for convenience. Kola is the son of Chief Moshood Abiola, the late philanthropist and the winner of the 1993 presidential election, which was annulled by military President Ibrahim Babangida. The older Abiola contested on the platform of Social Democratic Party. A governorship aspirant on the platform of the All Progressives Congress in Abia State, Daniel Eke, has demanded the cancellation of the party's May 22 governorship primary in the state. MNEK and a former minister, Uche Oga, had emerged as candidates from parallel primaries held in the state. Eke is in a statement by the spokesperson for Daniel Eke support group, Agbaeze Uche Okocha, advised the party to avoid a legal quagmire that might jeopardize its chances at the main election. The aspirant, whose supporters staged a peaceful protest at the National Secretariat of the party in Abuja, called on the national leadership of the APC to organize a fresh, direct and valid primaries where all the aspirants would be given equal opportunities to contest. National leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, is in Ondo State to commiserate with victims of the St. Francis Catholic Church attacks. Tinubu will be meeting with the state governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, traditional rulers, particularly the Olowo of Owo Kingdom, Oba Ajibade Gbade Gesing Ogunoye, and others to sympathize with them over the development. The APC national leader will also meet with some of the worshippers that survived the attack and relatives of the St. Francis Catholic Church attack victims. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the heinous killing on Sunday of worshippers at the St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State. The statement by President's spokesman, Femi Adesina, quotes him saying that only fiends from nether regions could have conceived and carried out such a dastardly act. The president, however, vowed that the country will never give in to evil and wicked people, stressing that Nigeria would eventually win. Commiserating with families of the dead, President Buhari directed emergency agencies to swing into action and bring succor to the wounded. Meanwhile, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State has assured residents of the state that the government would hunt down assailants that attacked and killed worshippers of St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, on Sunday. This is contained in a statement by Mr. Richard Olatunde, the chief press secretary to the governor, on Sunday in Akure. The governor, who expressed shock at the incident, condoled with the people of Owo, especially families of the victims of the attack. Akeredolu enjoined the people to be calm and sensitive, asking them not to engage in any acts that will complicate the crisis. Mother of Kano Central senatorial candidate of platform of the All Progressives Congress, Abdul Karim Zaura, has been abducted in Kano by gunmen in the early hours of Monday. The aged mother of the politician, Laure Maikunu, was abducted at her residence in Rangaza ward of Zaura village in Ungogo local government area of the state. Chairman of the local government area, Abdullahi Ramat, confirmed that the incident was reported to him by security operatives in the council. We'll bring you details of this in our subsequent bulletin. You're watching Trust News Update, coming up after the break. Defying the odds to acquire education. Do stay.
To every politician, as the campaigns gain momentum and passions begin to rise, remember, the errors of your opponents do not make you a success. Do not run down your opponent and inflame passions to violence between and among your supporters. What counts is what you plan to do for the electorate and how you intend to relieve their sufferings and bring succor. Nigeria is in dire need of patriotic leaders at all levels. Leaders who will make national development their priority. Concentrate on telling the electorate what you intend to do when you get into office. Focus on making your vision clear to the electorate. Don't engage in verbal abuses, fake news or speeches. Keep dealing with issues that will bring progress. You win the hearts and minds of the people by being above board, by being civil, patriotic, and showing empathy. Let's join hands to make the 2023 elections peaceful. A message from the National Orientation Agency.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining us, you're watching Trust News Update on Trust TV. Let's take a look at some of our top stories. We told you that APC presidential primary is set to hold as President Buhari meets with Advisory Council. You also heard that condemnations trail Owo attack as Tinubu pays condolence visit. Moving to more news, bandits on Saturday attacked Kwari community in Jibia local government area of Katsina State, abducted many villagers and left many others injured. Reports say the attackers were on a reprisal mission following the arrest of their members on Friday by security agents. A resident of Farfaru told Daily Trust that the terrorists who attacked around 3 p.m. abducted at least 30 residents, including women and children. He added that security operatives who arrived later were able to chase the attackers out of the area. Katsina State Police spokesman SP Gambo Isa confirmed the incident but did not provide details. Chief of Army Staff Farouk Yahaya has urged retired officers to be worthy ambassadors of the Nigerian Army as they live their lives outside the military. Yahaya stated this in Maiduguri at a send-off dinner to honor 8 retired officers. The report.
My Malari Cantonment Officers' Mess was a colorful sight to behold as senior officers, friends and families as well as their spouses gathered to honor 8 retired officers of 7th Division for their active years in combat and service. It was fun and entertainment for guests as they were thrilled with cultural dance and comedy.
I was like, wow, this woman is so beautiful. I can't see one short man, you get big belly, the man come past and say, madam, with all those sugar daddies, and then they follow these people. I don't know say my wife. I don't know say the man a general for army.
The Chief of Army Staff, represented by the Theatre Commander of Operation Hatinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, charged the retired officers to be worthy ambassadors of the Army, which is ready to benefit from their wealth of experience in the fight against terrorism in the Northeast.
I implore you all to fulfill your obligations, even as retired officers, towards defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria, as espoused in your oath of allegiance. I also urge you all to shun all forms of misconduct or actions capable of bringing the Army to disrepute in retirement. The Chief Army Staff Administration remains committed to enhancing the welfare of all retired discharged personnel within the powers of its office. Please note, the life in retirement is not entirely rosy. Some challenges you may face as retired personnel include the issue of your health, finances, and security. A one-time very vibrant and energetic, highly motivated gentleman is now asked to relax. I urge you all to keep fit at all times, be wary of any business venture you intend to pursue, and above all, be very vigilant about your security and that of your family.
Education is a foundation for the development and progress of any society. It is a basis upon which the whole building of human development stands. In this feature, Zainab Bala tells the story of domestic servants who have chosen to defy the odds to acquire education. Let's take a look.
Instead of to be looking at the children, I don't mind my age. I'm 20.
When I get village, I don't enter school. That's why my dad just took me to here. I'm entering school.
Sometimes I'll feel like say I'm going back to my village, but because I want to do school, that's why I'm still here.
Something that I cannot do now, I'm trying to do. What I'm young, they are sent. Simation, check, and I'm in the Zangani. I'm in the 20.
These young girls are between the ages of 16 and 25, and this is the average university days or perhaps secondary school. But life is different for them, and so they have taken the bull by its horn to be in the same class with these younger kids.
My challenge is the people that I'm staying with. Not like they are bad to me, but I have to wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, do have choice. Before 5, do have choice, bath the children. Before dressing up for my own, I will be coming to school late, but when I get to school, people will be asking me what happened. I'll say this is my challenge. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll sit down. I should drop the school or I should continue. So I have to pick the challenge. I don't mind when I wake up or I don't know how to read and write. Gradually, I will know how to read and write.
Some people, they tell me I'm too big for class. I say no, because it's no school, that's no age. So that's what I'm telling them. So they say, oh, it's good. If you are serious for something, you go do for life.
Sometimes I'm feeling my parent, my daddy just have enough of problem for in life. Sometimes I'll be feeling like, say, I'm going back to village to stay with my dad. I will feel like, let me do school so that I can feel help my parents.
All of them are outside, and if we didn't go down and help them from the roots, their guardian may decide to do away with them and they will not gain anything from their guidance. So that is why we take it upon ourselves to make sure we go down and bring them up, so that even the guardian will be happy, the children will be happy in time to come.
The stage is now set for the 2022 All Progressives Congress presidential primary. Trustee Vice Shafiu Suleiman is at the Eagle Square, venue for the party's national gathering. Let's join him for an update.
Right now we are at the Eagle Square, venue for the APC's presidential convention, national convention, which is organized specifically to, elect the flag bearer of the party that would participate or contest the 2023 presidential elections. As it is right now, all is set. All the key stakeholders, including the media, the security agencies, the organizers have done, their best in terms of preparations. The preparation has reached, I can say, 100%. In terms of preparation now, everything is on ground. The only thing that is being awaited perhaps is the arrival of the key actors, talking about the party officials, the delegates, the contestants themselves and other dignitaries invited for the event. As we are all aware also, while these key actors are not here, a lot of horse trading is going on behind the scene. There are, build up to the consensus, to the convention, talking about the consensus arrangement that is being pushed by certain forces within the party. We've also had that a number of governors, the South candidacy, talking about 10 governors who have signed that the party, the ticket should be zoned to the South. Again, we also are aware of the fact that the screening committee of the party that is headed by the former chairman of the APC, John Odigwe, has submitted his report, after interfacing with the contestants. It was said to have shortlisted 13 aspirants and then trimmed down the number from 23 to 13. But that doesn't mean that those aspiring are not going to take part in the convention. From behind us, behind me here, you can see the number of polling booths that have been arranged carefully. There are more than 13 in number. So perhaps that what indicates the fact that in the event that the party could not arrive at a consensus candidate, and then the contestants have to slog it out, the preparation has already captured all of that.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says no fewer than 11 members of a trafficking syndicate have been arrested in connection with peddling of illicit drugs in Abuja and Lagos. Besides the 11 suspects, a 35-year-old physically challenged lady, Kasarachi Onumajuru, who hides under her condition to deal drugs in Umudu Maunu community in Imo State, was also arrested. The report.
First on the list of those arrested in connection to seizures at the two airports is Ofochima Chiolobi, who on Friday 20th May attempted to export to Dubai, UAE, 200 blocks of cannabis sativa weighing 30.20 kilograms concealed in 40 sacks of bitter leaf through the Sako Export Shade, a cargo wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. Statement by the Director, Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, saying on the same day, 10 cartons of carts with gross weight of 354.600 kilograms were also seized at the Nakon Import Shade of the airport. The statement noted that the following day, Saturday 21st May, a freight agent, Roland Orinami, was arrested by the NDLEA operatives attached to the local wing of Lagos Airport with 1.90 kilograms of loud, a variant of cannabis, factory packed in some bottles while trying to send via flight to Abuja. He said a follow-up operation in Abuja led to the arrest of a taxi driver, Instik Evans, sent to collect the consignment. His confession also led to the arrest of the actual owner, Adesanya Olakunle Isaac, at his house in Life Camp area of Abuja. Adesanya, who claimed to be into information technology, accepted ownership of the seized drug, which he said was meant for an upcoming birthday party of his friends. Babafemi also informed that on Tuesday 24th May, another freight agent, Moshood Aziz Olaide, was arrested at Nako Export Shade of MMIA when presenting a cargo containing psychotropic substances heading to Dubai. The illegal consignment, he said, was packed into other items such as card drinks, liquid bitters, and other non-controlled drugs. The seized drugs include tramadol 225 mg, Refnol, and MDMA. Arrests were also made in Imo, Enugu, and Abuja, with several consignments and drugs recovered. Chairman, Chief Executive of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, commended the officers and men of the various commands of the agency for sustaining the hit on drug cartels.
In business, the African Development Bank states that an additional 3.5 million euro, approximately 1.5 trillion naira, has been provided for the feasibility study of the Abidjan-Lagos Superhighway. Speaking at the 16th Ministerial Steering Committee meeting on Abidjan-Lagos Corridor Development in Abuja, AFDB's chief transport economist, Lidi Ehuman, said the new additional funding was to ensure the study for the 1,028-kilometer road project was smooth and completed in time with the grant from the European Union. The AFDB urged 5 countries of the Economic Community of West African States that the road would pass through to order the consultants to get to work and finish up the study of the project. Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, said Nigeria has made progress on the road project with cash already mobilized for deployment while waiting for the approval of ECOWAS to commission the link bridge already completed for the project. Away from Nigeria, the United Kingdom says it will give Ukraine M2070 multiple launch rocket systems that can hit targets up to 80 kilometers away in a move coordinated with the U.S. Russia's President Vladimir Putin says Russia will strike targets they haven't hit before if Ukraine gets new long-range missiles. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has visited frontline troops in the Zaporizhia region, as well as in Soledar, Donetsk, Lysychansk, and Luhansk, as Russia continues to attack the Donbas. A Russian state media journalist reports Moscow's Major General Roman Kutuzov has been killed in eastern Ukraine, adding to Russia's string of high-ranking military casualties. And finally, in sports, Wales defeated Ukraine 1-0 on Sunday in a playoff to reach their first World Cup since 1958, and a joyous Gareth Bale said afterwards that he would likely put any possible retirement plans on hold because of the result. Gareth Bale's deflected free kick was the difference in a close match on Sunday at the Cardiff City Stadium. Bale's first half free kick that deflected off Andrei Yarmolenko for an own goal provided to be the difference in the match. It was heartbreak for the Ukrainians, who have played at a time their country is under Russian military attack. And with this, we've come to the end of Trust News Update. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I'm Darshan Husseina Usman. Thanks for watching.